Hey everyone, welcome back to Switch Top. Today we're looking at the best open world games you can play on Nintendo Switch and the new Switch 2. These games give you huge worlds to explore at your own pace, and I'll break down what each one offers without spoiling the story. Let's jump right in. Rune Factory Guardians of Azuma launched on June 5th, 2025 for Nintendo Switch and Switch 2, bringing a fresh take on the beloved life sim and RPG series. Set in the Eastern-inspired land of Azuma, the game offers an open-world experience that blends farming, exploration, and action combat in a seamless way. Players take on the role of an Earth Dancer, using unique abilities, weapons, and guardian spirits to help restore balance to a world scarred by the celestial collapse. Instead of waiting for seasons to pass, each village is tied to one season permanently: spring, summer, autumn, or winter, letting you farm, trade, and explore year-round without restrictions. Beyond farming, you'll build relationships with villagers, form bonds with companions, and even pursue romance, all while rebuilding and strengthening the region. Whether you're tending crops, engaging in fast-paced battles, or shaping villages to your design, Guardians of Azuma delivers a thoughtful mix of cozy daily life and meaningful adventure. Pokémon Scarlet and Violet received a major upgrade for the Nintendo Switch 2 on June 5th, 2025, making their open-world adventure feel smoother and more immersive than ever. Originally released in 2022, these games introduced players to the vast Paldea region, where exploration, discovery, and battling blend seamlessly in a fully open world. With the Switch 2 update, the experience now runs at a steady 60 frames per second with sharper visuals, improved lighting, and 4K resolution when docked, giving the environments in Pokémon much more detail and vibrancy. Loading times are also drastically reduced, letting you move between areas almost instantly and keeping the flow of exploration uninterrupted. More Pokémon now appear naturally in the wild, making Paldea feel lively and full of activity. While the heart of the adventure remains the same, the enhancements on Switch 2 refine the experience into what feels like the most polished version of Scarlet and Violet, making revisiting the region or starting fresh more rewarding. The Outer Worlds is bringing Obsidian's acclaimed sci-fi RPG into handheld form. Set in a distant colony on the edge of space, the game offers a story-driven, open-world style experience where player choice is at the core of every interaction. You'll explore different planets and settlements, interact with richly written companions, and decide how to shape the fate of the people and corporations that control the colony. The Switch version includes all of the content from other platforms, allowing players to enjoy the full narrative and branching paths, though with some technical compromises like softer visuals and longer load times. Still, the portability of the console makes it easy to dive into quests, manage your crew, and explore the colony at your own pace. For those who value story, humor, and freedom of choice in an RPG, The Outer Worlds remains a standout adventure that adapts well to Nintendo's hybrid system. Xenoblade Chronicles 2 is a massive open-world RPG that takes players to the world of Allrest, a sea of clouds where enormous living beings called Titans serve as homes for civilizations. You play as Rex, a young salvager whose journey begins when he encounters Pyra, a powerful blade with a mysterious connection to the legendary land of Elysium. The game combines sweeping exploration with a layered real-time combat system that rewards strategy and timing. Each Titan you visit is like its own continent filled with diverse cultures, environments, and wildlife to discover. The bond between drivers and blades is central, with each blade providing unique abilities that shape how you fight and explore. Day-night cycles, dynamic weather, and a vast range of quests give the world a living, evolving feel. With its grand storytelling, memorable characters, and freedom to roam, Xenoblade Chronicles 2 stands as one of the Switch's most ambitious adventures.
Why not? Yeah! Ha! See, Grumps? I'm getting better.
No Man's Sky on the Nintendo Switch 2 finally delivers the version players had hoped for when it first made its handheld debut. Released on June 5th, 2025, alongside the new console, this edition takes full advantage of the Switch 2's upgraded hardware, offering sharper visuals, smoother performance, and a more seamless exploration experience across its procedurally generated universe. At its core, the game is about discovery, survival, and adventure, giving players the freedom to journey across countless planets, each with its own unique ecosystems and mysteries. The Switch 2 version introduces multiplayer, cross-save, and cross-play, making it easier than ever to explore the stars with friends or continue progress across platforms. The Beacon update bundled with this edition expands settlement building, allowing deeper customization and management of alien colonies. With these improvements, No Man's Sky on Switch 2 isn't just a technical upgrade, it's a polished and feature-rich open-world journey that feels complete at last. Fantasy Life I, The Girl Who Steals Time launched on May 21st, 2025 for Nintendo Switch, offering a charming open-world life sim RPG with a focus on exploration, crafting, and role variety. In the game, you travel 1,000 years into the future to restore a ruined island, interacting with its inhabitants, discovering secrets, and shaping the world around you. Central to gameplay are the 14 unique lives or professions such as mercenary, miner, and cook, which define your skills and activities. You can switch between them at any time, allowing for a dynamic and personalized experience. The world is rich with diverse environments to explore, from forests and mountains to bustling villages, all encouraging players to experiment with different jobs, complete quests, and build relationships. On Nintendo Switch 2, the game benefits from smoother performance, improved graphics, shorter load times, and enhanced multiplayer, including local co-op and online play, making it easy to enjoy the adventure solo or with friends while immersing yourself in a relaxing yet engaging open-world experience. Pokémon Legends Arceus offers a fresh, open-world experience in the Pokémon universe, set in the ancient Hisui region. Players step into the role of a member of the Galaxy Expedition team, tasked with compiling the first Pokédex while exploring vast, diverse landscapes. Unlike traditional Pokémon games, wild Pokémon can be observed and captured directly in the environment, eliminating separate battle screens and creating a seamless, immersive experience. The game's combat introduces strategic mechanics like agile and strong styles, giving moves a new depth and allowing for tactical decision-making in encounters. Crafting also plays a role, letting players create Pokeballs and other items to support exploration. Beyond gameplay mechanics, the world encourages discovery, with Pokemon living naturally in their habitats and interactions that highlight coexistence between humans and Pokemon. While some technical limitations exist, such as occasional texture pop-ins or minor frame drops, the overall experience feels expansive, adventurous, and thoughtfully designed, offering both longtime fans and newcomers a compelling, exploration-driven journey in a familiar yet evolving universe. Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition on Nintendo Switch immerses players in the vast, interconnected world of Bionis and Mechonis, where exploration and discovery are central to the experience. While not strictly open world, its expansive environments, from rolling plains to towering cliffs and dense forests, encourage players to wander, uncover secrets, and engage with dynamic weather and day-night cycles that affect both gameplay and wildlife behavior. Players control Shulk, who wields the Monado and can foresee enemy attacks through the vision system, adding a tactical layer to the real-time combat. Battles combine auto attacks with powerful arts, which can be chained together for strategic advantage. The Definitive Edition also streamlines quest management and introduces an epilogue story called Future Connected, expanding the narrative while improving accessibility for newcomers. Rich storytelling, memorable characters, and sprawling landscapes make Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition a deep, rewarding RPG that balances tactical combat with immersive exploration on the Switch.
It will take more than that to slow us down.
Subnautica on Nintendo Switch delivers a gripping open-world survival adventure set in the alien ocean planet of 4546b. Players assume the role of a lone survivor after a spaceship crash, tasked with exploring the vast underwater world, gathering resources, and crafting tools, equipment, and vehicles to survive and thrive. The game's open-world design features a variety of biomes, from colorful coral reefs and dense kelp forests to dark deep-sea trenches, each populated with unique marine life and environmental hazards. Survival is layered, requiring careful management of oxygen, hunger, and health, while avoiding or strategically confronting dangerous creatures. Exploration is encouraged, with secrets and environmental storytelling revealing the planet's history and mysteries at the player's own pace. The Switch version captures the immersive atmosphere, though with some graphical limitations and occasional frame rate dips. Yet the experience remains rich, tense, and rewarding, combining strategic survival, thoughtful exploration, and breathtaking underwater vistas in a seamless open-world adventure. Grand Theft Auto: The Trilogy, the Definitive Edition on Nintendo Switch, brings together three classic open-world adventures, GTA 3, Vice City, and San Andreas, into one remastered package. Players can explore vast urban landscapes filled with bustling streets, dynamic traffic, and countless activities from story-driven missions to side quests and minigames. The remaster updates lighting, character models, and environmental details while keeping the iconic feel of the original games. On Switch, controls have been adapted for portability, including gyro aiming and touchscreen support, making navigation and combat smoother on the go. While the Switch version initially faced performance issues such as frame rate drops and minor graphical glitches, patches have improved stability, allowing players to enjoy the worlds of Liberty City, Vice City, and San Andreas more fluidly. With its mix of story, exploration, and sandbox freedom, the Definitive Edition offers a comprehensive open-world experience, letting players revisit these beloved cities and engage with the chaos, humor, and variety that define the GTA series.
Split up! Keep up, motherfucker! You just a liability, CJ! Why you bother coming back?
LA Noire on Nintendo Switch immerses players in a meticulously recreated 1940s Los Angeles, blending open-world exploration with deep, narrative-driven detective work. You step into the shoes of LAPD detective Cole Phelps, navigating a city filled with crime, corruption, and intrigue. Gameplay revolves around investigating crime scenes, collecting clues, interrogating suspects, and piecing together complex cases, all while exploring richly detailed streets, alleys, and landmarks that give the city a lived-in feel. The Switch version incorporates platform-specific enhancements such as Joy-Con motion controls, HD rumble, and touchscreen functionality, making clue analysis and interrogations more intuitive and immersive on the go. While minor performance issues like occasional frame rate dips or graphical inconsistencies may occur, they do not detract from the engrossing experience. With its combination of open-world freedom, methodical investigation, and compelling storytelling, LA Noire offers a unique detective adventure that encourages careful observation, deduction, and exploration throughout a beautifully atmospheric city.
Stay in cover.
That's it? We got them all? I think we got them, Cole. Should be all clear. Lieutenant Hopkins says
Dragon's Dogma Dark Arisen on Nintendo Switch delivers an expansive open-world action RPG set in the high fantasy realm of Grancis, where players take on the role of the Arisen, chosen to confront a powerful dragon and uncover the mysteries surrounding it. The game emphasizes freedom of exploration, allowing players to traverse varied landscapes, from dense forests and rolling plains to treacherous mountains and dungeons, each filled with secrets, quests, and formidable creatures. Combat is real-time and highly dynamic, letting players target specific enemy weak points, climb massive foes, and combine melee, magic, and ranged attacks with tactical precision. A signature feature is the pawn system, which enables the creation and sharing of AI companions to assist in battles, provide advice, and adapt to your playstyle, adding depth to both strategy and storytelling. While the Switch version experiences minor graphical limitations and occasional frame rate dips, it preserves the immersive atmosphere, offering a rich, engaging adventure that balances exploration, combat, and narrative, making it a standout RPG experience for players seeking both challenge and freedom.
They grow frenzied.
Saints Row 4, re-elected on Nintendo Switch, delivers a wildly entertaining open-world experience where players step into the shoes of the President of the United States in a city taken over by aliens. Set in a fully simulated steel port, the game combines high-octane action with absurd humor and a satirical storyline, offering freedom to explore, wreak havoc, and experiment with a variety of powers. Players gain superhuman abilities such as super speed, flight, and telekinesis, which transform navigation and combat into fast-paced, creative gameplay. Beyond the main story, the city is filled with side missions and activities from high-speed races to chaotic destruction challenges, giving players countless ways to interact with the world. The Switch version preserves the essence of the game while adapting controls for handheld play, though minor performance issues like occasional frame rate dips can occur. Despite these small limitations, Saints Row 4 Re-elected provides a fun, over-the-top adventure that balances humor, exploration, and action in a richly interactive open-world environment.
Yep, I did that.
Red Dead Redemption on Nintendo Switch delivers an immersive open-world Western experience, putting players in the role of former outlaw John Marston as he navigates the harsh and expansive landscapes of the American frontier and Mexico. The game blends a gripping, story-driven narrative with freedom to explore towns, plains, mountains, and deserts, encountering a variety of characters and events along the way. Players can engage in numerous side activities, including hunting, horseback riding, bounty hunting, dueling, and interacting with locals, all of which add depth to the world and offer multiple approaches to gameplay. Combat and exploration are seamlessly integrated with realistic gunplay, horseback combat, and environmental interaction, enhancing the sense of immersion. The Switch version includes the Undead Nightmare expansion, which introduces supernatural elements and new missions, adding variety without altering the core experience. While the graphics reflect the game's age, performance is smooth and stable, and the expansive atmospheric world, rich narrative, and freedom of choice make Red Dead Redemption a compelling, portable Western adventure for both longtime fans and newcomers alike.
Well, just one left now. Try to take him alive. He's bold. Try to take him alive. I want that bastard in front of a judge. Ain't got me yet, old man.
The Elder Scrolls V Skyrim on Nintendo Switch offers a vast open-world RPG experience where players step into the role of the Dragonborn, a hero with the power to absorb the souls of dragons and wield their ancient shouts. The game invites exploration of the snowy mountains, dense forests, and bustling towns of Tamriel, with freedom to pursue the main quest or wander off into countless side missions. From dungeon crawling and crafting to joining guilds and interacting with a rich cast of characters. Combat is flexible, allowing for swords, magic, bows, or a combination, and is enhanced by motion controls on the Switch for more immersive action. The game world is alive with dynamic weather, roaming creatures, and random events that make each playthrough unique. While the graphics reflect its age and some textures may be dated, the gameplay remains deeply engaging. Additions like amiibo support provide extra rewards, but the core experience, exploration, strategy, and discovery in a beautifully crafted fantasy world remains compelling, making Skyrim on Switch a portable yet complete RPG adventure.
Try and make this quick.
Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag on Nintendo Switch delivers a rich open-world experience that merges pirate adventure with stealth-driven gameplay. Players take on the role of Edward Kenway, a daring privateer navigating the Caribbean during the golden age of piracy. The game balances ship-based naval combat where you can board enemy vessels, fire cannons, and upgrade your ship, with land-based exploration and stealth missions on islands, forts, and settlements. The world is filled with hidden treasures, dynamic wildlife, and side activities that encourage free exploration, from hunting and crafting to solving environmental puzzles. Combat is fluid, blending swordplay, firearms, and strategic use of cover, while parkour and stealth mechanics allow for creative approaches to missions. Xenoblade Chronicles X Definitive Edition on Nintendo Switch delivers an expansive open-world RPG experience set on the alien planet Mira, where players take on the role of a customizable blade operative tasked with exploring uncharted territories and uncovering the planet's secrets. The game emphasizes freedom of exploration across diverse landscapes, from lush forests and arid deserts to futuristic cities and alien ruins, each filled with unique creatures, resources, and hidden challenges. Combat blends real-time action with strategic elements, allowing players to combine melee, ranged, and special abilities for dynamic encounters. A standout feature is the Skells, giant mechs that can be piloted for both exploration and combat, adding a layer of tactical depth and verticality to gameplay. Customization is extensive, offering a wide array of classes, skills, and equipment to tailor characters and playstyle. The Definitive Edition also introduces streamlined mechanics, improved graphics, and additional story content, making it accessible for newcomers while enriching the experience for returning players.
Open fire! Follow me!
Target in sight! Shadow strike!
Assault hammer!
Nice! Move in and do some damage!
Flame grenade!
Immortals Fenyx Rising on Nintendo Switch offers a colorful and engaging open-world adventure set in a stylized version of Greek mythology. Players take on the role of Fenyx, a mortal hero chosen to save the gods from the fearsome Typhon, navigating a vibrant world divided into regions inspired by different deities. Exploration is a central focus, with climbing, gliding, and environmental puzzles rewarding curiosity and skill. Combat combines fast-paced melee attacks, ranged bow skills, and godly powers that can be upgraded as players progress, all while managing stamina strategically to balance movement and attacks. Customization options allow players to tailor Fenyx's abilities and appearance to their preferred playstyle. The Switch version maintains stable performance, though graphics are adapted for the platform, and the art style's bright, stylized visuals help retain immersion. Narrative elements, including humorous dialogue between Zeus and Prometheus, enrich the story without overshadowing gameplay. Dark Souls Remastered on Nintendo Switch delivers the punishingly rewarding action RPG experience that fans have come to love, now in a portable format. Players explore the hauntingly intricate world of Lordran, a dark fantasy realm filled with perilous environments, hidden paths, and formidable enemies that test both strategy and reflexes. Combat is methodical and precise, combining melee, magic, and ranged attacks, with stamina management adding depth to each encounter. The Switch version includes the Artorias of the Abyss DLC, providing additional areas, bosses, and lore to expand the adventure. While the handheld graphics are adapted to the platform and may not match other consoles in sharpness, the atmospheric design and detailed world remain compelling. Audio, though slightly compressed, retains the eerie and immersive soundscapes that define the series. Controls are optimized for the Switch, though Joy-Con precision can require adjustment. Online features, including multiplayer and co-op, enhance replayability. Dragon Quest XI, Echoes of an Elusive Age, on Nintendo Switch delivers a classic yet modern RPG experience, putting players in the role of the Luminary, a hero destined to save the world of Erdrea from an encroaching darkness. The game offers a vast open world full of diverse environments, from bustling towns and scenic countryside to perilous dungeons and hidden locations, encouraging exploration and discovery. Combat is turn-based but visible on the map, allowing for strategic planning while keeping encounters dynamic and engaging. Players can level up their characters, customize skills, and experiment with various abilities to suit different playstyles. The Definitive Edition adds enhancements like fully orchestrated music, dual language voice options, and the ability to switch between modern 3D graphics and retro-inspired 16-bit visuals, including a nostalgic 2D mode reminiscent of classic Dragon Quest titles. Rich side quests, memorable characters, and an immersive story combine to make Dragon Quest XI a deeply satisfying RPG experience on the Switch, offering both accessibility for newcomers and depth for longtime fans.
Fight, and fight some more!
The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom on Nintendo Switch expands the beloved open-world adventure of Hyrule, offering players a deeply immersive experience as Link. Building on the freedom of exploration introduced in its predecessor, the game lets players traverse not only the familiar landscapes of Hyrule, but also floating islands in the sky and vast underground areas, each packed with secrets, puzzles, and challenges. Innovative abilities such as Ultra Hand allow players to manipulate, fuse, and build objects, to solve puzzles or create vehicles, while the Recall power lets you reverse the movement of objects, opening up creative approaches to combat and exploration. The world is alive with dynamic environments, hidden treasures, and engaging side quests, giving players endless opportunities to experiment and strategize. Combat blends traditional swordplay and archery with environmental interactions, encouraging inventive tactics. With its rich storytelling, intricate world design, and layered gameplay mechanics, Tears of the Kingdom delivers a captivating adventure that rewards curiosity, creativity, and careful planning, appealing to both longtime fans and newcomers alike. Mario Kart World on Nintendo Switch 2 reinvents the classic kart racing experience by introducing a sprawling, interconnected world that goes beyond traditional isolated tracks. Players race through diverse biomes from dense forests and bustling cities to arid deserts and snowy peaks, with seamless transitions that make the world feel alive and continuous. Up to 24 racers can compete in a single event, doubling the usual roster and adding intensity to each race. The game also introduces innovative modes like Knockout Tour, a battle royale style racing experience that tests both skill and strategy. Classic items return alongside new ones, including inventive power-ups like the Ice Flower, and expanded customization lets players choose unique costumes and karts. Free roam mode allows exploration beyond standard races, encouraging experimentation with shortcuts, hidden paths, and environmental interactions, while dynamic weather and wildlife add immersion without overwhelming the gameplay. By blending familiar racing mechanics with ambitious new features, Mario Kart World provides a thrilling, creative, and accessible experience for both longtime fans and newcomers alike.
A brand new entry in the Mario Kart series is launching exclusively on the Nintendo Switch 2 system. Welcome to this vast world. Kart races are held throughout various regions that span the globe.
YAKUZA 0 Director's Cut on Nintendo Switch 2 immerses players in the vibrant and dangerous underworld of late 1980s Japan, following the intertwined stories of Kazuma Kiryu and Goro Majima. Set in the bustling districts of Kamurocho and Sotenbori, the game blends action-adventure gameplay with rich narrative storytelling, giving players freedom to explore neon-lit streets filled with side activities, minigames, and hidden secrets. Combat is fast-paced and fluid, allowing characters to utilize unique fighting styles and environmental objects in dynamic brawls, while the upgraded Director's Cut adds new cutscenes and enhanced dialogue, deepening character development and plot. The Switch 2 version runs smoothly at 60 frames per second and supports high-resolution visuals, bringing the lively districts and detailed character models to life on both handheld and docked play. Additionally, the Red Light Raid multiplayer mode lets players team up to face waves of enemies, offering a cooperative twist to the solo story. The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt Complete Edition on Nintendo Switch offers a vast and immersive open-world RPG experience, putting players in the role of Geralt of Rivia, a skilled monster hunter navigating a war-torn land filled with political intrigue, moral dilemmas, and supernatural threats. The game's world is expansive, ranging from the bustling streets of Novigrad to the rugged, windswept islands of Skellige, each teeming with quests, hidden secrets, and dynamic events. Combat combines precise swordplay, potent magic, and alchemy, allowing players to tailor strategies to each encounter, while a rich crafting and upgrade system enhances Geralt's abilities and gear. The Complete Edition includes both major expansions, Hearts of Stone and Blood and Wine, adding extensive new storylines, characters, and regions to explore. While graphics are optimized for Switch hardware, the game retains its atmospheric environments and compelling visual storytelling. Player choices shape the world and its inhabitants, creating a personalized narrative experience.
Oh, you witch fucker! Coronation!
Hogwarts Legacy on Nintendo Switch 2 brings the Wizarding World to life with an immersive open-world RPG experience. Players take on the role of a student at Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry, crafting their own magical journey in a richly detailed version of the iconic castle and surrounding lands. The game offers deep exploration, allowing players to discover secret rooms, hidden passages, and enchanted forests, all while learning spells, brewing potions, and interacting with a variety of magical creatures. Combat is dynamic and flexible, combining spellcasting, environmental interactions, and strategic use of magical abilities. The Switch 2 version enhances performance and visuals with smoother transitions, refined textures, and more detailed environments that make the world feel alive. Whether in handheld or docked mode, players can engage in quests that shape their character's story, form alliances, and make choices with meaningful consequences. Side activities from dueling clubs to exploring mystical ruins enrich the experience and reward curiosity. The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild on Nintendo Switch delivers an expansive and liberating open-world adventure that redefines the boundaries of exploration. Players step into the shoes of Link, who awakens in a Hyrule devastated by Calamity Ganon, tasked with restoring peace to the kingdom. The game emphasizes freedom, allowing players to traverse mountains, forests, rivers, and plains with fluid movement, climbing, and gliding mechanics, creating countless ways to approach objectives. A dynamic weather system and day-night cycle influence strategy, affecting combat, traversal, and survival. Players can experiment with a wide variety of weapons, tools, and abilities while solving environmental puzzles that encourage creativity rather than rote solutions. Side quests, hidden shrines, and collectibles reward curiosity and careful exploration, providing depth without forcing it. The Switch version enhances the experience with smooth performance, improved visuals, and features like voice-assisted navigation, making both handheld and docked play seamless. With its balance of strategy, exploration, and immersive world-building, Breath of the Wild offers a rich and engaging adventure for newcomers and longtime fans alike. NieR Automata, the End of YoRHa edition on Nintendo Switch, delivers a gripping action RPG experience set in a haunting post-apocalyptic world where androids fight to reclaim Earth from hostile machines. Players take control of 2B, a skilled combat android, navigating a vast atmospheric landscape filled with ruined cities, open plains, and hidden secrets. The game's combat system is fluid and dynamic, seamlessly blending fast-paced melee attacks with ranged abilities while allowing players to switch between different strategies on the fly. Beyond combat, exploration is richly rewarding, with environmental storytelling, side quests, and collectible items that deepen the narrative without overwhelming the player. The Switch version includes all previously released content, offering additional quests, costumes, and challenges that expand gameplay variety. Motion controls provide intuitive interaction, and while the hardware necessitates occasional performance compromises, the core experience, art direction, story, and intense battles remains fully intact. Come Deliverance on Nintendo Switch delivers a deeply immersive medieval RPG set in the 15th century kingdom of Bohemia, where players step into the shoes of Henry, a blacksmith's son caught in the midst of political upheaval and war. The game emphasizes realism and historical accuracy, featuring detailed towns, castles, and countryside that bring the era to life. Combat is intricate and skill-based, requiring timing, strategy, and careful weapon management rather than relying on simple button mashing. Players can explore the open world freely, taking on quests that range from personal stories to larger political intrigues, all of which respond to their choices and actions. The Royal Edition on Switch includes all major DLCs, expanding the world with additional content, side quests, and character interactions that enrich the narrative. While the port makes some compromises in graphics and frame rate compared to other platforms, the core experience remains compelling, with a focus on deep storytelling, meaningful choices, and immersive exploration.
God damn it! Topsy-turvy.
Xenoblade Chronicles 3 on Nintendo Switch delivers a sprawling and immersive JRPG experience that blends exploration, strategic combat, and deep storytelling. Players follow a new cast of characters navigating a war-torn world rich with diverse environments, from sprawling plains and dense forests to towering cities and hidden dungeons. The game's combat system is both dynamic and tactical, combining real-time action with the ability to switch between characters and classes mid-battle, letting players adapt strategies to different enemies and scenarios. Exploration is rewarding, with secrets, collectibles, and side quests encouraging curiosity and careful observation of the world. Character progression, skill upgrades, and customization allow for a personalized gameplay experience, while cinematic cutscenes and a memorable soundtrack heighten the emotional impact of the story. With its engaging narrative, strategic depth, and beautifully crafted world, Xenoblade Chronicles 3 offers both longtime fans and newcomers a rich, satisfying JRPG adventure on the Switch.
Smooth as always, Noah. Enemies on me. Center. Love here. Hazy finger.
Cyberpunk 2077 Ultimate Edition on Nintendo Switch 2 delivers a sprawling and immersive open-world RPG set in the neon-lit metropolis of Night City. Players step into the shoes of V, a highly customizable mercenary navigating a world full of corporate intrigue, street gangs, and moral choices that shape the story and the city around them. The game blends fast-paced first-person combat, hacking, stealth, and dialogue-driven decision-making, giving players multiple ways to approach each mission. Exploration is richly rewarding, with diverse districts, side quests, hidden secrets, and dynamic events that encourage curiosity. Character progression and cyberware upgrades allow for highly personalized builds and strategies, while crafting and weapon customization deepen gameplay variety. The Switch 2 version enhances performance and visuals, providing smoother frame rates, refined textures, and responsive controls in both handheld and docked modes. With its intricate narrative, tactical combat, and vibrant living world, Cyberpunk 2077 Ultimate Edition offers a complex yet approachable RPG experience, balancing action, strategy, and storytelling for newcomers and longtime fans alike.
Fixer didn't give you the job deeds?
He did. I was just making sure.
Listen, friend. We're both professionals, ain't we? Hey.
That's our list of the top 30 open-world games for Nintendo Switch. Each of these offers dozens or hundreds of hours of exploration and adventure. What's your favorite open-world game on Switch? Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more gaming content. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.